Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Spring can't make up its mind if it's coming or winter staying, so hopefully we get some serious spring here because I'm tired of winter, just done with it. Okay, so we pulled some cards. Now let's see what you picked. If you chose, so there was 2 different rows this time, so you were choosing one that stood out to you on the top row and then one on the bottom row that stood out to you. Maybe you were drawn to more than one, but let's see what you chose and what your message is for the next couple weeks, something for you to maybe concentrate on or work on. So if you chose card number 1, you chose Manifesting Dreams. Now this card says my dreams are coming true. So what I feel with this card is that you maybe need to spend some time figuring out what it is that you want to do for yourself in the future and putting some thoughts into action to, you know, maybe make a plan of action, make some notes, pros and cons, priorities. What do I want to do first? Maybe, you know, just to maybe decide what your dreams are going to be. Once you take those ideas and put them onto paper, that'll help you get those actions, wheels into motion and take action on your plan. So that's what this card's about. You may possibly be already doing that. You may be manifesting some ideas and, you know, working on that already. If that's the case, keep going. You're on the right path. That's pretty much it. Just decide what you want to do and just put some serious thought into it. Where would you like to be in 6 months? Where would you like to be, you know, a year from now, 5 years from now, etc. So that's what that says. Now, if you chose card number 2, you chose Opening to Love. Now, this card says my heart is open. So this suggests that maybe you need to put some work into opening yourself back up. There's maybe some events that have happened in the past that have caused you to close up and you know, shut off to a certain extent. So it's time to release those feelings of, you know, hurt, anything that's hurt you, anything that you're holding on to. It's time to release those feelings now and really work on opening yourself up and finding space for a new thing to love, a new way to love yourself. You know, just focus on something else and, you know, really focus on releasing what it is that hurt you in the past. And because that's holding you back now. So releasing those things is going to be a great cleansing exercise, and you're going to be able to if you can clear out those feelings and thoughts and emotions, it's going to leave that much room for something new. So that's a great message there. If you chose card number 3, you chose Standing Firm. Now this card says, I am noble, brave, and strong. This card reminds you that you may need to stick up for yourself. You know, stand for what you believe. Sometimes it's okay to, you know, give and take, right? Sometimes, you know, pick your battles, that sort of thing. This may be the time for you to say, no, I'm not giving in. This is the right thing to do. I really strongly believe that this is the right thing to do. And, you know, you've got support to do that at this time. So this card just reminds you, stand your ground. You know, don't waver at this time. It's not the time to give in and maybe give somebody else the right of way, so to speak. So great message there. You've got the support. You are doing the right thing. Just stand up for the right thing. If you chose card number 4, you chose Embracing the Future. Now this card says, I step into the future with an open heart. Now this card is similar to Manifesting Dreams. So if you were drawn to card number 1 and 4, that's the reason. But Embracing the Future, this is telling you that change is good for you right now. You know, it's okay to maybe, you may have to leave some things behind, but you're going to brighter and better things. So don't be afraid to walk through that door and take that first step to make things happen. So great card there. There are some changes coming for you if you chose this card, but you're initiating all those changes. So that's great. You know, you put some thought into what you want to do and you know, where you're going next. So if you chose this card, all of these great things are happening because you've put the work in. So that's great for you. Now on the bottom row, if you chose card number 1, these are crystal cards. So if you chose card number 1, this is going to tell you, these cards, probably maybe what you need in your life right now or what action you need to take to do some healing. Crystals are very powerful in healing, and you know, if you do feel really connected to the message that you get here today, might not be a bad idea to go and buy a small stone to carry with you. You can buy smaller stones for, you know, $3 or $4, carry in your pocket if you're really feeling connected to the message that you get here today from these cards. So if you chose card number 1 on the bottom, you chose pink tourmaline. Now this card, it says forgiveness here on the bottom, but this card also, it's connected to the heart chakra. So this may mean that you're holding on to some hurts and some, you know, emotions of bitterness. Maybe you're feeling guilty. This is a good stone to help you release those things. And the advice from this card is to go ahead and release those things. Go out and have fun, laugh, be joyful, do those things. Doing those things will help you release these feelings of bitterness, and, you know, maybe something's happened, a breakup, or, you know, you're feeling guilty over something. And this will help you release that, okay? So this is a great stone for that. Now, if you chose card number 2, you chose dioptase. Dioptase, I think. I'm not really sure if I'm saying that right, but this is for heart healing. So again, this is a card that's connected to the heart chakra. Now, this one is quite a bit more powerful. It's quite strong in the field of energy. So it's... if you're dealing with a lot of old emotions, a lot of old hurts, big hurts, loss, grief, depression, this card is going to show you the great benefits. So, you know, this is not a common stone or crystal to see. There are other heart healing chakra or heart healing stones that you can get for the heart chakra and emotional centers if you can't find this one. But this suggests that you may be dealing with some old stuff that's built up and you've been hanging on to, and it's heavy and deep. So it's time to cleanse and release those emotions and those thoughts and feelings. And once you do that, this stone will help you do that. And, you know, it helps put the power of intention out there and that sort of thing. So great message here today. Even just by looking at the picture, the energy is very strong with this stone as well. So now, if you chose card number 3 on the bottom, you chose blue kyanite. Now this card says letting go. Blue kyanite is awesome for communication. So this is going to help you release anything that you've been holding on to. You know, if you've been biting your tongue, not saying things that maybe you should have, holding things inside. This card's going to help you communicate and say things that you haven't said. It's going to help you say the right things. So you're not just lashing out at someone and saying things with hurt. It's going to help you say things with love, and but also at the same time be able to get out what you're saying, whether it's writing, whether it's speaking. Part of communication too is listening. So, you know, listening to others and being able to hear what they're saying, not just the words that are coming out of their mouth, but being able to actually listen to what they're saying and maybe help them communicate as well. So if there's something that you need to communicate with, this card with the blue kyanite, if you get a crystal like this, or even just focus on the energy of this crystal, this is also going to help you release things that you've been holding on to and maybe just kind of festering over. It's going to help you release those things and make room for the new things that are coming in. So great card there. Lots of lots of good energy around that card. That card also is associated with the throat chakra, so that's trying to create a nice balance of, you know, listening, talking, knowing when and what to say, that sort of thing. So that crystal is really helpful there. Now, this, if you chose card number 4, you chose Fairy Stone. Now, this card represents fertility. It's quite rare. From what I understand, it is actually mined in Canada, out by Quebec. So, pretty cool. But now this stone, if you are dealing with fertility issues, this is a great stone to have. If you're dealing with trauma, maybe past miscarriages, past abortions, past traumas that maybe have happened to your, if you're a woman, your ovaries, or, you know, your womb, that sort of thing. If you've got past traumas, this stone really helps you get past those things and create fertility if you are trying to conceive. Now, on the flip side of things, this card and stone also is for new ideas. So if you're building a business, it's going to help you to build that new business. Creativity, it creates a safe space. It's good for finances. It's good for, you know, all of those safety things, all of those security blanket things in our lives. Okay, so you know, if you've got any of those situations happening in your life, that may be why you were drawn to this card. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you for participating. This one was a little different. We added some crystals in there, which was great. I think crystals will help us heal and help us focus on the issues that we may be dealing with, and help us heal and get even better. So yeah, I think that's it for now. So enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.